Well, good morning once again from McKenzie Mountain right here in Republic, Washington. Just one beautiful morning today. Not much wind today. Yesterday we had quite that wind, but not much wind this morning. Still not warm, 61 degrees. Never did warm up a lot yesterday, I think in the 70s, and so, it was very comfortable all day long. The wind did die down. The weather is nice. I don't know, you can see that blue sky down behind me. It's just clear blue sky. Very, very nice day outside. I understand the fire in Omak, although it did consume some homes and caused, I think, 1,500 acres worth of fire damage and things. I understand it's pretty much under control now, and we're thankful for that. And just good news with those sorts of things. Had a wedding shower for my grandson, oldest grandson's bride-to-be, Abby, and that was last night. And so that's all taken care of. The Sanders are on their way back home for services there in their hometown of Ferndale, Washington, tonight. And so it's about a 7-hour drive, something like that. And Anita and I, she's going to be doing laundry, and I'm just going to be working on some things. I've been working on a book for, I don't know, probably 15 years. I've had an idea that I wanted to work on a book about my theories. Baptists, before the American Revolution, Baptists wouldn't have been involved in slavery at all. And the reason is because they would have been poor and persecuted. They were not the people of the elite class that would have even been able to afford slaves. And so I've been researching and looking that up for years, just kind of checking out, everything we find, and what the most you can discover is that the Baptists before the American Revolution, the Baptists were at a minimum. They did not write about it. That was not their focus. They focused on soul winning and church planting, and they didn't get involved in the social issues. Probably because they were so heavily persecuted that wasn't a possibility for them. And then secondly, we as Baptists, we believe the way to make social change is not through politicking and, doing social reform. We believe the way to make change in the world is by winning people to the Lord and teaching them the Word of God, which is what Baptists would have done prior to the War for Independence. And I think my theory is that after the War for Independence, because Baptists got involved in kind of the politicking around the War for Independence, that afterwards they became influential. They were highly used, highly influential as chaplains during the war. I think that's a wonderful thing that they were involved in that. They were involved in, influencing James Madison, Patrick Henry, and those sorts of people on issues of individual soul liberty. John Leland, working with James Madison on the Bill of Rights, and Baptists became influential politically, and I think it's one of the worst things that happened to us. And all of a sudden, Baptists started trying to make changes politically rather than focusing on the one thing that we really should have focused on, which is preaching the gospel, winning people to the Lord, planting New Testament Baptist churches, and then teaching people the Word of God so that changes hearts and lives. Anyway, just my thoughts on that. So I've been working on that for about 15 years or so, and so yesterday I was able to spend a considerable amount of time kind of finalizing up that book and getting it finished up. I've entitled it "Where Baptists Stand." Anyway, you all have a wonderful day. The Lord bless you and keep you, and make His face to shine upon you and be gracious unto you. The Lord lift up His countenance upon thee and give you peace. God bless you.